My name is Ryan Harmon. I'm the editor of Logistics Middle East, and I'm joined today by Fadi Amoudi, CEO and founder of IQ. Fadi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, always great to have you with us. So let's start at the start of the story of IQ and the journey you've been on. Talk me through kind of what the problem was that you saw in the industry that you wanted to solve with the company.
So, of course, when I first started IQ, it wasn't going to be IQ. Always wanted to do an e-grocery platform, but that study led me to the supply chain and logistic bottlenecks and challenges that the industry in our region has, which is fragmented supply chain and logistic routes, data inaccuracy, legacy programs, and so on, and systems. And that led me really to evolve and really build IQ from the ground up. So instead of acquiring a problem, I decided to be the solution. And hence, they always tell you, like, find a problem, solve it, and hence that's your business. And that's really how the whole IQ group was born at the same time, by offering robotic fulfillment solutions to clients that really cannot afford to invest, and also by transforming other people and infrastructure and organization into the new digital era.
Yeah, and taking that idea on, then you wanted to combine the robotic side of things with the technology side of things.
Yeah.
When did that start? When did that idea form? And what point are you at it with
it
now?
Honestly all started also from the beginning.
Yeah.
So from day one, we were never manual operations. So we built from the ground up as the first robotic fulfillment solution in the entire region. And I was building a team. We were building an entity, a business, in order to really scale all e-commerce sellers and other B2B entities in our region. So as might as well, if we're investing in time, people, data, technology, why don't we share this technology with everyone else? So that's how IQ Robotic also was born at the same time as IQ Fulfillment.
And you're speaking about scaling, helping businesses to scale there. Obviously as well, IQ has been scaling the past number of years too. Yeah. How has that process been? Has it been easy? You know, you want to grow across the region. Talk us through that.
So we've been scaling quite well. In terms of people, currently we're about 125 people. We're looking to be around 200 by end of year. We're officially, of course, we're in UAE, and we cater the region from UAE. We're also starting an office in Saudi Arabia, an HQ in Saudi for Saudi itself, in order to expand into the kingdom. And what I can share with you is that we're also establishing, as we speak, an entity in Europe in order to start, of course, selling our software solutions and our technologies into Europe as we speak.
That demand then for the software side of things, is that where you're kind of seeing the future of the business going in terms of what you can scale there and what you can offer to clients in the industry?
So the future is all about data, right? It's all about AI, data, what's going to happen next, right? So what we're foreseeing is the expansion in terms of technology coupled with meaningful data from the AI models that we're also doing.
It's not an easy thing to build. I imagine there's a lot of time and investment that goes into that too. Where do you see it going in the next 3 to 5 years in terms of scaling that?
So honestly, it took us also a journey, right? So yeah. IQ is a journey, had a great journey. We were blessed, and it didn't come from us only, right? It came from our network, it came from our clients, it came from our partners that we have. So what we maintain to do is build everything from the ground up, utilizing over the 500 clients or partners which we call, in terms of supporting their infrastructure, their requirements, their needs, in order to have a smooth journey for them. And that led us to the entire technology stack that we have in IQ currently right now. And what we foresee is, because we're in 3 different verticals, right? Yeah. Interlinked different verticals, from operational, in terms of operational excellence, from robotic transformation and robotic transformation knowledge, and from, of course, the whole software solution enablement that we have. So everything is powered by our IP in terms of technology, in terms of software solutions, and we built a very powerful platform in order to really enable everything else. So where I see everything going in the next 5 years is basically having a connected solution network that does not require any assets moving forward, and it's powered by our tech in order to scale everyone else in all over the globe, of course.
Yeah, of course. And something you mentioned earlier as well is kind of giving your clients something that is cost effective, a solution that they can work with and they see a tangible return on investment with. Is that something that you champion when it comes to the company. You can offer a solution that nobody else has, and it's cost effective, and it will make a tangible difference.
So that's definitely what we do. That's what we did from day one. We always promise everyone a 3-year ROI or better.
Okay.
Thankfully, we've done that. So we have our testimonies from our partners and clients that we supported them in order to enable that. And moving forward, what basically proves that is that we had multiple repeat robotic solutions for different clients currently right now, which basically cements us as a technology partner for growth, basically. So ROI is very important, of course, with the whole labor force changing and evolving and so on. It's no longer about the ROI in terms of how many people you would save in your warehouse or what technology stack you would implement or scale. We think 5-10 years ahead. Humanoids are going to be there, is already there, right? So they're already there. So how can we deploy these in our warehouse or in our technology? So that's what we're looking at currently right now. It's not only about a robot arm currently right now. You have robots, right?
Yeah.
So you have to basically build within those technologies, within the existing infrastructure and process that you have. So what we're doing is we're building that technology layer in order to incorporate all of these different kind of technologies moving forward.
It's fascinating, and obviously exciting times ahead. The e-commerce sector here is booming, both in the UAE and Saudi and the wider region. And with that comes opportunities, I'm sure, and the warehousing sector in general too. You see the amount that is being built here, both in UAE and, as I mentioned, in the region. That's a big opportunity for you. Is that what you're trying to see and trying to tap into some of that growth that's happening?
Of course, we're tapping into that growth in terms of logistical parks, logistical infrastructure, and so on. We have conglomerates coming from Europe, US, Asia, to the region to really transform. So that's a crucial part for IQ's growth journey within the region. But we see us also growing in different continents. So we're also going to focus a bit more on Europe currently right now, because there is quite a demand on what we have in terms of solutions. And we look forward to enable our partners here and also abroad.
I think that's something that you're doing well, is you're kind of breaking that traditional model. We've seen a lot in recent years, companies moving from US, Europe into Middle East, but having a company that's born here in the region and you're spreading out into other markets worldwide. I think that's something a bit unique, right? That's something you're kind of going to focus on in the coming years then.
So we are currently focusing on it right now. So hopefully by the first quarter, we're going to be closing our first 3 solutions or clients, let's say in Europe. And we're going to enable them with our technologies. That's phase 1. Phase 2 would be our robotic automation solutions. And phase 3 might be, of course, our operational excellence in IQ fulfillment. So that all plays hand in hand. You'll be extremely surprised, because there's a lot of entities and organizations out of Europe that really are in dire need of transformations also themselves. So we're quite unique because we're different from everyone else. So we're not a fully blown technology provider or robotic automation provider like the big integrators you have out there. And we're not only operational like one of the biggest 3PLs out there or so on, but we're quite unique because we're both at the same time. So we have process excellence, we have robotics automation knowledge, and which is most important is that we have the technology stack that incorporates all of these things together, that in order to really make it work. So that's what sets us apart from everyone else. And that's what we're going to concentrate on, of course, in our expansion.
Exciting
strategy.
times, yes. 2026 is going to be a big year for IQ. Fadi, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.